Yes, it's a celebration giveaway. Stay tuned. Hi, Terri Gillespie here, and welcome to my YouTube episode, Authors for Authors. And I am so excited because this is a celebration giveaway. And that means that I'm giving away books because I'm celebrating some milestones. The first milestone is my 4th anniversary of this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for supporting me and sticking with me as I learn how to navigate this medium. And it's also a celebration of 7,000 subscribers. Yes! Thank you so much. And then the other celebration is I'm still alive. And it's my birthday celebration. So now, if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit that red button, and when the white bell comes up, click that, and you won't miss any future episodes like giveaway episodes. We do it at least once a month, but not to this magnitude because we're talking about 7 giveaway books. So 7 fortunate winners are going to win a great book. So more on that as we go. Um, also, my daughter has informed me that I talk too slow. And so she said to remind my viewers that you can go to that little settings and hit the playback speed and you can speed it up. So you can still watch it, you can still understand it, you can still see what the books are going to be or the interview. And but you don't have to spend as much time. So, yeah, she suggested I do that. Okay, so now the basics. So, please like, comment, share, especially comment, because if you want to be considered for the giveaway, we're doing something new now. Just put your Instagram or your Facebook address so that your link, so that I can contact you through direct messaging. I'll DM you to let you know if you're a winner. So what I'd like you to do is when you comment, when you put your Instagram or Facebook link, go ahead and put the top 3 books that you're interested in. And depending on how quickly you get back with me, I can let you know which book you have won. So let's find out what the giveaways are. Okay, first book. This is Irene Hannon, one of my favorite authors, and this is Sandcastle Inn, and it's part of the Hope Harbor series. And what's great about her series, especially this one, maybe not so much her, well, yeah, her other series. They're good standalones, so you might catch a glimpse of another character from another book, but really you can enjoy each book as a standalone. So let me tell you a little bit about Irene. She's a best-selling and award-winning author of more than 65 contemporary romance and romantic suspense novels. So here is a little bit about the book. Family is complicated, but true love doesn't have to be. All right, so let's see. Vienna Price never intended to return for more than a passing visit to Hope Harbor and all the bad memories she left behind. But when your career tanks, home is where you go to nurse your wounds and chart a new course. Only temporarily, of course, because as much as she loves her quirky mom, anything more than a short stay will drive them both crazy. And then, of course, there's a love interest. So let me read I'll just do the first sentence. Well, maybe the second sentence too. First sentence is, good grief. What on earth had Kay gotten herself into? So it's funny, clever. It has that real sense of new beginnings and stepping outside your comfort zone, adventures, and of course, it's on a beach. So it's great. Okay, next book. This was one of my top 5 last year, and it's The Divine Proverb of Streusel by Sara Brunsvold. And I think this was her second book. Her first book was The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp, which at that time was one of my top 5 books as well. So I love Sara, and I think you will love her too. Plus, she's lives in Missouri. I grew up in Missouri. Okay, so Sara is the author of the Carol award-winning novel, The Extraordinary Deaths of Mrs. Kipp. And by the way, YouVersion app has a devotion based on the book, and it's really powerful. She creates stories that speak hope, truth, and life, influenced by humble women of God who find his fingerprint in the everyday. She does the same in her life and her storytelling. Okay, so this is contemporary women's. Okay, let's read just a little bit about the book. Shaken by her parents' divorce and discouraged by the growing chasm between herself and her serious boyfriend, Nikki Werner seeks solace at her uncle's farm in a small Missouri hamlet. She'll spend the summer there, picking up the pieces of her shattered present so she can plan a better future. But what awaits her at the ancestral farm is the past, one she barely knows. Okay, and it's cool too because it has in each chapter there are recipes based on what the character is doing. All right. Okay, first line, chapter 1. The message left little reason to believe Nikki Werner still held significance in her dad's life. Ooh, that touches feels, doesn't it? Okay, book number 3. Okay, and this is Her Part to Play by Jenny Erlingsson. And this is her debut novel. And you'd never guess it because it's fantastic. So Jenny is an author and speaker of Nigerian descent. And after 12 years working in junior high and women's ministry, she moved with her family from Alabama to Iceland. I mean, Alabama to Iceland, that's pretty drastic. When she's not running after her 4 kids or ministering alongside her husband, she can be found writing romantic fiction and creative nonfiction to inspire deep faith in diverse settings, as well as encouraging other writers. All right, here's a little bit about the book. Desperate for extra income, Adane accepts a last-minute job as a makeup artist for a movie that's filming in her small Alabama town. But the money hardly seems worth having to face the actor who got her fired from her last job in Hollywood. Sparks fly on and off the set, but will either of them follow the pull of their hearts? Contemporary romance. It's great. All right. First line. Sleep didn't come easily to the brokenhearted. Isn't that a great line? Another great book. Okay. This is a favored author as well, Erin Bartels, and this is The Lady with the Dark Hair. and really enjoyed this book. As a former painter, I used to love to paint, but since I developed tremors, I can't paint like I used to. So after my brain surgery, then maybe I'll paint again. But anyway, it's great because she talks about like how pigments in paint were made way back in the day. So this is a dual timeline. So you have a contemporary and you have a um, historical timeline. Okay, if you don't know anything about Erin, Erin is the award winning author of We Hope for Better Things, The Words Between Us, All That We Carry, The Girl Who Could Breathe Underwater. Oh, that was the first book I read. And Everything is Just Beginning. She lives and paints in a small town near Michigan's capital city. Okay, so as I mentioned before, there are two timelines. There's one in Toulouse, France in 1879, and the other is East Lansing, Michigan, present day. So I am going to read the present day summary. Okay. Esther Markstrom and her artist mother have always been proud of their ancestor painter, Francisco Vela. They even run a small museum and gallery dedicated to raising awareness of his scandalously underappreciated work. But when Esther reconnects with her former art history professor, she finds her once solid family history on shaky ground as questions arise about Vela's greatest work, a portrait entitled The Lady with Dark Hair. So it takes you on a captivating journey across time and continents where past and present converge in a relentless search for truth, identity, and the freedom to follow one's dreams. So Erin is very much an artist. I mean, as authors, we kind of think in a different way, but I think painters also think a different way because they're seeing colors, they're seeing concepts. So it's Erin really brings that in. Okay, this is chapter one, first line, and it takes place in southern France, 1879. Viviana, no, it's Vivienne now, dipped her brush, squared her shoulders, and began to scrub. Now, if you're an artist, you know what that means. So, but you'll learn all sorts of fascinating information about painting. Okay, another favorite. This is Country Lost by T.I. Lowe. And I really enjoy T.I. Lowe. She has a very, very unique point of view and quirky. Some authors don't like the use of quirky, but it's spoken in the highest esteem. So I hope she understands that. So T.I. Lowe is an ordinary country girl who loves to tell extraordinary stories. She's the author of 20 novels, including the best-selling Indigo Isle. Oh, that was fascinating. It's such a great book. The number one international bestseller and critically acclaimed Under the Magnolias, and her debut breakout, Lulu's Cafe. All right, so here's a little bit about the book. Sometimes what haunts you most is wondering what could have been. Oh, how many of us have gotten trapped in that pit? Avalee Elvis prides herself on being able to fix just about anything except her past. Unable to put the puzzle of her life together, she pours her heart and soul into making neglected places whole again. As the owner of Lowe Country Lost, Avali spends her days in hot pink Carhartt overalls and a tool belt reclaiming low country properties, making them beautiful again, releases the deep sigh that soothes the hurt she holds. Isn't that beautiful? So this is kind of a combination of Dr. Phil and HGTV. So if you like either one of those, you're going to love this book. All right. So we're going to go to the prologue, first line. A ghost town is a once flourishing town, wholly or nearly deserted, usually as a result of the exhaustion of some natural resource. The landscape of North America is riddled with such places of abandonment. Okay, which is right up the character's alley. All right, so yeah, this is my book, one of my books. So I'm giving away Sweet Rivalry, which is, what is this, my fourth book, I think, fifth book. It's my fifth book. And it's a contemporary, women's contemporary with a little bit of romance. So, I don't know, well, I won an award for this book, 2 awards actually. So that was kind of nice. Here's a little bit about this book. Just an ordinary morning for Sara Sweeting, watching her favorite baking show, Cupcake Rivalry, getting ready for work at her granny's small-town bakery. All that changes when Sara spots a contestant who looks like her, sounds like her, moves like her. Was this her twin sister, the twin her mother ran away with 20 years ago? Were hers and Granny's prayers finally being answered? It's a little bit. All right, here is first line. Okay, I'm going to do 2 lines because they're really short. First one. No, it can't be. All right. Okay, there's another one of mine. Okay, this is the first book in the Hair Mavens series, and it's called She Does Good Hair. And I did win an award for this one, Top Women's Contemporary, for the Lyra contest. Yeah, so here's a little bit about the book. Shira Goldstein's life takes a dramatic turn when she goes from styling the wealthy and famous at a premier salon in Manhattan to humiliated and unemployed in one day. Just when she thinks things couldn't get worse, her Aunt Edna passes away. So this is kind of a sisterhood book. So if you like the stories and they're funny, readers have said that one of the reasons why they love the book is that one minute they're laughing, the next minute they're crying. So if you like that. Okay, first line. Wrapped in the warmth of affection and admiration, Shira Goldstein exited her Beverly Hills salon into the perfectly beautiful sunny day. Yeah, so we have different characters. We have Shira and Harriet and Beulah and Kathy. So those are the 7 books. So when you comment and when you leave your either Facebook or Instagram link, be sure and list the top 3 books that you're interested in. And hopefully I'll be able to give at least one of the 3 to each one of the winners. But there are going to be 7 winners, and I'm so excited. And more than anything, thank you so much for watching, for encouraging, for telling your friends, for sharing, and just all the encouragement over the years. So here's to more years of more books, more authors, more giveaways, and great reads. Thanks so much. I'll see you at the next episode of Top Picks. In the meantime, God bless. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and keep reading.